stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with the bleached blonde hair. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be great like Elvis without the tassels. Hire 8 bodyguards that love to beat up assholes. Sign a couple autographs so I can eat my meals for free. I'm gonna dress my ass with the latest fashion. Get a front door key to the Playboy Mansion. Gonna date a Santa phone that loves to blow my money for me. I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. Might even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with the bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary and today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. We're gonna sing those songs that offend the senses. Gonna pop my pills from a best dispenser. Get washed up singing, writing on my songs. Lip sync them every night so I don't get them wrong. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We'll all stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with the bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary and today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, you're right, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Saying so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Late night, come home, work sucks, I know. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Saying so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Let's freaking go, baby. Y'all know I only play that song because one of the opening lyrics says, "You know, you'll be at my show." Anyways, welcome to Coming in Clutch, baby. Thank you to Rainback Casino for sponsoring this space and every other space that we do. A bunch of legends, a bunch of friends that they platform cannot be a better circle. Believe me, we are trying to build an even better one, and I don't know how we continue to just come up with value after value. You see the sports slips, you see the token calls, you see just a little bit of everything, and you will miss out if you don't show up every day. We sure as heck do, Monday through Fridays at noon Eastern, Saturday and Sundays at 11 p.m. Eastern. For you late night DJs, our weekends are our slowest shows, but believe it or not, it's where we absolutely cook. The last four weekend episodes, the last 2 weeks, Saturday and Sunday's episodes, we are freaking 8-1 sports betting, baby. We just don't freaking miss. If you want to know where do we really, get into these, it's heading towards the weekends. Football season's here. The UEFA Champions League is here. Y'all seen us. We're freaking cooking, baby. 2-0 on that. The total record now stands at 25-13. It is just getting better and better. And honestly, it's because of all of us. How locked in we are, how much we show up motivates the rest to start showing up as well. So, this is an absolute great movement that we are just enjoying. And to be honest, where we're going is more exciting than anything else. But let's tap in with everyone. I'm surprised Rothmus was here early. Yesterday, we told y'all the story 2 days ago how he bowled a 340. He paid, he paid for that score with a repost, and it was kind of crazy, that the bowling alley employee would do that to us because that's how Rothmus ended up taking home the championship. But last night, Rothmus did something even better. He sat there and didn't bowl so Fitty and I can be the winner. My goodness, what a legend Rothmus is. He lets us weak bowlers, have at it with our stupid 140s and 180 scores when he just scores 300. So, the way I see it, he deserves a little bit of a celebratory entrance here. But let's tap in with everyone. Andrew, how do you feel about Rothmus just letting us win by not bowling? Have you ever won by just simply not performing?
Not gonna lie, I'm bearish on it, right? We don't give participation trophies. Dare I say that sounds like a participation trophy? I don't know. That could be a whole check-in question for itself for a day. But we got some money to get to one way or another day, guys. This is Coming in Clutch, powered by RainBet. If this is your first time here, welcome. We do this every single day. So make sure you guys follow me, Clutch, and Rothmus, so you guys don't miss this, guys. We show up every day, so you don't have to. But like Clutch was telling you, you probably should. Otherwise, you're gonna miss some of the alpha, all the trades, the coin calls, the sports bets, all that good stuff. If you don't miss it, if you miss a day, you're gonna miss out. So, guys, do us a favor, repost the space, tag some friends in the comments. Man, this is our fun day, right? We talk about some crypto topics and that good stuff. See how everybody's doing. We hear from some projects, get some check-ins, and then if there's a project that wants to shill, generally we got time at the end for some shills and stuff. So let's
I want to share hello.
hello Arbitrage Loop. We'll get you there later. Just not
What do you
during the
mean later? I
woohoo.
came in here.
Well, you guys are getting out of control too early. It's not trade talk, right? But it's not drink before afternoon time, right? We got to perform today, guys. But yeah, guys. So we do us a favor, repost the space, tag some friends in the comments. If you don't got any friends, just say what's up, man. Help us bump up the algorithm, get some people in here, maybe get some great projects in here. You never know if somebody's gonna come in here, learn something, go out and find the next big time runner, and we all make $1 billion off it. So let's get some people really provide some value today. I got a couple topics I'll throw out. If we don't get to them, hey, we got the stream right after this. So I'll throw out the topics. I'll throw out a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll check in with everybody and just get into it. So, guys, here are the topics for today and the check-in question. So, the check-in question is this: Grayscale, their large cap ETF was just approved. It contains Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. Name one coin you would add to it, and you can't name your own. If you're a project, I want to hear a different coin, but I want to hear one coin that should be added to this large cap large cap ETF. You know what's Grayscale missing here? Next thing I want to talk about, we get there today, is Asterdex. It's getting a lot of attention. You know, people are saying it's possible that it's the next hype. What do you guys think about Asterdex? Could it be the next hype? Talk about that. There's a lot of big news today, man. The Doge ETF just went live today. Doge is pumping. I meant to long yesterday and forgot, so now I'm trying to find an entry on the 1 minute chart. But what are you guys expecting from Doge with this ETF, man? You know, that's what we're paying attention to. Some other big news, man. BNB quietly hit 1K. Do you guys think that ecosystem is ever going to get a rotation? It just keeps making new all-time highs, but I just don't hear about anything happening in the ecosystem. So curious what you guys think about that. Then another thing that caught my attention, and it's probably why the scammers were out in force yesterday, but Jupe stakers got dropped some Meteora by Meteora. And just looking at the price of Jupe, man, they get a lot of stuff thrown their way. Do you think Jupe is maybe undervalued and something that should continue to be a DCA bag? I don't know. We'll get into that. But guys, let me throw in. And finally, who should we let shill? If your project you want to shill, get in here, get some attention. We'll move you in front of the line. But guys, let me get out a quick word from our sponsors. It's Rainback Casino, our decentralized casino of choice. It's where we like to play some blackjack, pull that digital slot machine, and do some sports betting with the homies. And Clutch told you, we've been crushing the sports betting. So you guys got to get over there and create an account and just take advantage of the money. It's pretty much free money, right? If you put your capital up, you show up, you get the picks, you make money, right? They can't show up, at least hear the replay. Get the picks and make money that way. But yeah, guys, get over there, create an account. Once you're there, be sure to check out the 20K weekly raffle. Every $500 wager to get you one free entry. We get a bunch every week, and when we finally win it, we're going to split it amongst everybody in the space who creates an account. So get over there, create your account, drop the username in the comments. That way we know who to cut in when we finally win, guys. But man, let's get to this combo. Let's start checking in with everybody, see how everybody's doing this morning. Fitty, how's it going, man? And what would you add to this large cap ETF that Grayscale has?
Well, I don't know about this ETF. There's a lot of ETF that's happening. We had ETFs on Solana. We had ETFs on Cardano. I think it's bullish for new people, like people who aren't into crypto. I think it's good because I've actually bumped into people at IRL places and have talked to me into crypto. Yeah, what did you buy? Well, I bought some Bitcoin ETFs from Fidelity. And then they start making their way towards crypto. So I think it's good because, look, we're not going to go decentralized again like we used to. But if we are going to be centralized, let's just push this everywhere and get some mass adoption. So that's kind of my thought on that topic. But I am excited watching BNB go to 1,000. That's crazy. We used to dream for days like that.
Would you add BNB to it?
Of course, absolutely. Why not?
Wait, it's not? BNB is not on there?
It's not on there, no.
What is it's because of CZ, bro.
Dude,
There's
he's
some
the only
form
one.
of allergies to Asian
Bro,
food.
he's the only one buying right now, I think.
He's buying up his own supply.
That's bullish.
So freaking bullish.
I'm not gonna lie, if he really is buying supply, and then you got Elon top blasting Tesla, dude, billionaires ain't top blasting just to show they're balling. Like, dude, that would, I don't know, that just signals something could be coming in the market.
I mean, go on the timeline. The only people you ever hear talking about BNB is like there's one project, the Captain BNB thing, and then there's CZ. That's it. Those are the two. I don't hear anybody else talking about it. It's Solana season, baby.
Well, I think most of those people speak Chinese, so we just don't understand them. But they're out there.
That's fair.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
They're there. They just type in Chinese. I don't think any of us know how to read Chinese.
Well, speak for yourself.
As an Asian, I know naturally.
Speak for yourself. I just wrote a letter to you. I just wrote a letter to you in Mandarin.
Well, that's why I didn't respond. I'm still trying to translate it.
Okay, I'll try it in Cantonese.
Mandarin, please.
What's good, Hermit? How you doing this morning, homie? And what would you add to this large cap ETF?
I'm doing pretty good. This is my third space today. Started early with the RWA Power Hour with Crecoin. Get in and learn more. It's actually really enlightening, especially with RWAs going to be how big they're going to be. So jump in and yeah. Anyways, enough of that shill. B&B is that if it's not on there, it probably should be on there. I was going to say like SUI. And again, people, it's a large cap ETF. So don't be like, oh, I put in, I mean, I don't know what they're defining as large cap, but it's going to have to be in like the top 20 or something like that. So just for the laughs, maybe Doge. And here's why B&B quietly hit 1,000. It's because of Asterdex, because Asterdex is on B&B. So there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, they onboarded around I think it was like 20 billion through that. When you sent it over to me, I started doing some digging there, Hermit. So yeah, good find.
Yeah. So I mean, anyway, yeah, that's why B&B did what it did. But if B&B's not on there, honestly, like it should be. And yeah, you at least have a blockchain that has some semblance of an ecosystem and not just some I don't know, rando thing. I mean, yeah, let's just go B&B and Doge. That's it. Just get some diversity.
BNB still have the problem with all those trading bots that drain people when trade.
Shit, so does Solana.
No. If we compare Solana and BNB, sorry, but personally for me, someone can have a different opinion. But BNB was my worst trading experience in the whole life.
So I had the opposite experience on BNB. It was probably one of my my best trading experiences. But it was just what Solana was today.
Yeah, but I was trading on BNB about 2 years ago, so maybe something changed.
Yeah, I had stopped trading on BNB about two years ago. So like you got there when it dried up.
He switched our spots, bro. It was the relay race. You know what I'm saying? We were tired of getting rugged. Bro, I still remember, what was it, Ronin? That was the fastest.
Ronin, yeah.
That was the fastest I've ever lost 25K. But luckily it was all gains anyways. Andrew did this call on BNB. It's like 4 years ago, man. And we were playing this Pac-Man game. Do you remember the Pac-Man game, Andrew?
Dude, the Pac-Man game was baller. I was making like 300 or 600 a day off that.
Yeah, bro. So I took all my winnings from that. I free rolled because then it rugged. So I escaped the bullet there. And I was free rolling about 7K on that game. So I put 5K into running. Dude, that my bag was worth like 30 something G's. And then one day I wake up, bro. That freaking bag is gone, dog. So it was a crazy rug for sure, man.
Yeah, it was that was just such a weird situation because they were like some doxed Hollywood guys, and I had actually DCA'd in that one for a minute, and I had about like 30 G's because I was doing something similar to where I take my Pac-Man money and then just fire it into there over
Freaking
5
Yeah, no,
a few weeks.
I gave it back, bro, because like like I said, I didn't lose anything. I just gave back so much money though, so that was kind of whack, man.
Yeah, it was those are crazy times though, just printing money like that with those games. But no, I had a great experience trading on BNB. But let's keep the check-ins rolling. Let's check in with Crecoin. Crecoin, if you had to add something to this large cap, what would you pick? And how you doing this morning, homie?
Ni hao, guys. Pick BNB, obviously. It is crazy where the price
Wait,
is.
how do you spell that? Crecoin? Hold on. Ni hao. KNE.
I learned it from when my kid was like 2 years old. He'd watch that shit in be learning Mandarin and then put on the Dora the Explorer and learn Spanish. And so I know like 5 words in both.
I learned it from the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Oh shit.
That was such an educational program.
I was doing the math while you guys were talking, and I'm like, man, back in 2020 with the BNB, I used to do this like prediction game on Pancake Swap or through Pancake Swap, where you'd guess where it was going to be in 5 minutes. You know, sometimes you could like 20x, you know, and it would change obviously the closer it got to the turnover. But I was like, yeah, I was fucking throwing like $100-$200 at this shit back then, and like, yeah, I should have just held on to most of those fucking things. So you really never know. I'm super bullish on BNB, especially with CZ buying it. And Clutch, you bring up the best point. Like, we don't know what the fuck they're saying. That's a whole nother mass of the planet, and this crypto is global. So like we should always be factoring that in. So that's why I'm bullish on BNB, and it should be there regardless.
No, I think BNB is a good one, and to be real, I didn't even catch that. I had to double check that it wasn't in there because like Fiddy started talking about BNB, and I was like, hold up, BNB wasn't on that list. Like, and that's why I was like, man, would you put BNB in there? But no, I think BNB just did. It consistently gets overlooked because nobody trusts CZ for whatever reason, and I guess because it's also associated with China, right? And you know the Americans, they just have a stigma.
Just look at his face, you will understand why nobody trusts him.
I like CZ, man. I've done good with BNB.
He literally looks like a big bobas, like a big baby.
I mean, he might be an alien. Who knows? But you know, I'm just saying, I've done good with everything BNB and Binance associated.
Okay, fair.
Let's check in here with EAC. What's good, EAC? How you doing this morning? And what would you add to that large cap ETF?
Doing great, bro. Yeah, I didn't catch the whole list. But I mean, is Solana on there? You thought I was gonna say Polygon, didn't you?
Solana's on there. They beat you to it.
All right, then Polygon.
You can't really put you can put Polygon.
Chain, bro. It's not his chain. I mean, it's kind of his chain. Just like Fiddy says, there's only 2 people shilling BNB. I've only seen 1 person shilling Polygon. Well, Frank the Dodge was. Fact. Well, Frank was shilling Polygon, so it was Frank and EAC.
Yeah, Frank's gone now, so.
Bro, I bought my Donald Trump NFT cards on Polygon, I think 3 years ago. I still don't know where they are or how to sell them or where to find them. But once in a while, like every few months, they'll appear in my OpenSea when I check.
Send me your seed phrase. I'll sort all that out for you.
I'm going to send that over to you today. Should I send it to the Jimmy Fallon show?
JimmyFallon.live.
Jimmy Kimmel. Sorry, I confused those two. Is Jimmy Fallon still on, by the way?
Nah, but let's work on canceling him too.
I mean, what about Seth
hey, bro,
Rogen?
Are we not bullish on cancel culture finally hitting the right?
Bro, it's not even cancel culture. It's these jerks have been such douchebags for so long. He talked bad about everybody. Tucker Carlson. They talk bad about everybody. Their whole job is
talking bad about Rothmus's bowling skills, bro. That's
dude. Well, here's the real reason they had to fire him is he knowingly said something that was not true about a major news event like Charlie Kirk, and that's an FCC violation. So like they could technically lose their broadcasting license, and his ratings were crap. So like, man, it was time to go.
What lie did he say? Can you catch me up? Because I really don't know the drama. All jokes aside, I don't know what's going on other than they booted that fool.
They booted that fool. That's all you need to know. You don't even need drama. Like at the end of the day, he's been saying stupid stuff all the time. He said something. They MAGA hired their own to hurt Charlie Kirk. Something really stupid. But that's what he does. He creates these dumb things. And it was kind of funny when he made fun of Donald Trump for the first 500 times, and he just keeps going on. And at the end of the day, it's a private company. So when you have a private company, they're going to do what's best for the rating, what's best for the company. So it's still kind of corporate. So you still have to watch your ass and not be a jerk. And when you have a guy that just got shot and killed, who's got a wife and 2 children, be a little sensitive, show a little remorse, be a little sympathetic, and go make some humor about it. Maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months, but and then on top of it, they put a clip of like they're asking Donald Trump a question about his memorial, and he starts talking about his golf course. It was an AI clip, and then they're saying like, oh yeah, he didn't even talk about it. Well, his memorial is not even till this weekend. It's just little things like that I and I have a stupid sense of humor. I think everything's funny, but when it comes to something like that, a man losing his life, and we all saw that, and leaving 2 children behind and a widow, that is not funny at all. Like there's no humor, and there's no way to celebrate that, and these idiots are celebrating it. That's the sad part.
F them.
But listen, I want to hear from this arbitrage guy. I mean, he sounds bullish. I don't know who he is, but I mean, I like what he has to say. And I heard he's got liquidity pools. Is that true?
Yes, of course. Thank you for reminding this for everyone. Yes, I have around 70 liquidity pools. I have my main liquidity pool have around 84K in Sol, but my actually liquidity is above 200K because we pair with every good project we can find, because we are Solana reward coin and we use arbitrage bots to boost our volume, and this volume is gather tax, because we have liquidity pool tax 4%. So this tax is redistributed among all the holders who buy 1 million ARP. So we create self-sufficient ecosystem that fits himself with bots that are available on market. And today we also release our own arbitrage bot that will be only scan ARP pools that we have on Solana. So this should multiply our main pool volume. So yes, I'm very bullish about our project.
Do you guys understand this, Clutch? Do you understand what's going on here?
So I think what happens is there's a catering table. You show up, you grab a plate just like at a buffet. You
Right.
don't grab your silverware first because obviously you don't need it yet. You're not sitting down.
Right.
So then you stick out 2 fingers in the air and you look at the old lady and you tell her medium well done on that terrible steak, because there's no way to cook it right. So you have to go horrible cook, medium well. Right. So just to continue the vibes, you then look at the roast guy and you say, hey, nah, never mind. I don't want no roast because you're cooking it. And then you go up to the pizza line and you end up just getting a piece of pie. I think that's what I understood.
So you're almost there. But what's really bullish?
You know what? Maybe I will put this in the simple words. I will not shield my liquidity pool stuff like this, and I
Talk about food.
Yeah, just forget about liquidity pools.
No, yeah, bacon wrapped hot dogs, right? Like
Yeah,
they're not at every buffet, but I feel that if bacon wrapped hot dogs were at every buffet, then I'm okay with people talking about hot dogs.
So check this out. So I talk. Hold on a second. 1 second. Let me show your project a little bit. So I talk about.
Okay.
I talk about. Like I would not launch a meme coin unless I can go to sleep and not worry about this dropping. This guy has created something where if you have a token, you can actually have him help you open up a liquidity pool inside of his token and do a pair. And this, if you go look at his contract, he's removing liquidity. And this is the biggest rewards token right now that I have seen. And I've looked at each and every one of them. And what's crazy about it is like you can literally wake up and have Soul come in your wallet as he actually keeps doing what he's doing. Because I don't think anybody knows to pools and pairs and just making you Solana. So you're just making Soul. So if you pick up some tokens, you wake up with more tokens every day. So I checked it out. I looked at it last night because he's got a Ukrainian wife, so I like him.
Right, that's pretty much. So you're telling me I can help myself by letting him help me help my project, which helps him, which helps his holders, which helps my holders, and then we all help each other.
And if there's a project that comes on here and they want to help themselves, they can help. So everybody wins here. This is
Of course,
this is
because
a
at the
this,
end,
this is $100 million project, and people that have not even realized this because he's literally just hasn't explained it correctly. He really hasn't, because honestly, this is more bullish than he's even explained it.
yeah, because I'm not good about all those shilling stuff. But yes, basically, if you invest in arbitrage loop, you invest in all 70 projects we have paired, because we help project that we are paid also generate volume and number of transactions thanks to arbitrage bots, and what everyone's looking in the project: volume and number of transactions. People honestly don't give a fuck about project. They are looking about volume, number of transaction, and change on the charts. So I think we are solve eternal problem that rewards token on Solana have. We are basically EMG on steroids.
Yo, this is EAC. Can you shoot me a follow so I can DM you?
Can I give you guys an example for how effective that is? Because we put up a liquidity pool with actually it was still a coin that was bonding on pump, and we actually made a large liquidity pool with them, and at the time they bonded, of course it got sniped. I think the sniper bought like 10% of the supply, and of course it dropped down to from 100,000 or something to 50,000, and just by a couple of hours it was back up to 100,000 again. And it was not only the arbitrage bots and liquidity pool helping out, but we could see that our volume from arbitrage also helped that new coin to actually be stable, and it also showed the new community in the other coin that people aren't rugging. People are actually, this is something to hold on, and yeah, it really worked.
And yes, and also great advantage of that kind of strategy when you create a pool with a token, different token than yours. When someone put contract address as example hedge, they also see our liquidity pool. So holders of hedge also see pair with arbitrage. Even if one person on 1,000 get interest, it's still worth it. And imagine if you have 100, 200, 1,000 that kind of pool, you basically advertise yourself in 1,000 project, and you don't even have to shield hard shield in those project TG. You just have your contract address pair with them. Also, when you have multiple liquidity pools with other projects, when someone jet your chart, and as example, last time, a couple days ago, we have 5 or 7K JIT liquidity pools from paired project, rebuy our dip in about 1.5 or 2,000K instantly. It creates buying pressure, it boosts volume for holders,
and it also generates volume for the other ones, because
yes, of course,
so
generate
there is
volume
a
for rewards.
plus.
Yes, only plus. I don't see any minus.
No, and we are also seeing it. Just I am, of course, as you can understand, I'm in the project there also, and but I'm in hedge. I'm in a lot of the different coins there, and they all have now put up liquidity pools with ARB. Some are working really good because there is a lot of transactions. There is some some jitters, then arbitrage, and the pools
Yes, of course,
will help you out. But the fun thing and one of the big things is that not only Pinto is being now contacted from new coins. People like if you have been associated with ARB, people and coins are now starting to contact us. How can we get on board on this? Because they
yes,
see
exactly.
it
So we
working.
basically
They see it works, and that's the fun part.
yes, we create new meta on Solana, and all projects that are paired with each other, they start instead of annihilating themselves, we start working together, because blockchain is so fucking big that we don't have to compare about holders. We can coexist, everyone.
Exactly, and also the good thing for new projects is that if you contact one of the members in the ARB or Pinto himself, and you say, okay, I will send you like 1% supply or something, then you actually building trust to your community, because you can say we have now set up a liquidity pool with ARB, and you cut also the cost for, because when you contact us, we will then most likely actually put the ARB side of that liquidity pool, and if we get sent the supply, you cut the cost for 50%. So you get
Yes,
security for
every
50% cheaper that you normally do.
yes, and every developer have always the same issue. If developer is really dedicated, he have lot of supply, but he invests a lot of soul in his project. So very often he don't have a soul to any other investment. But when he create a liquidity pool with some other project, he don't need the soul. He can just farm soul from the blockchain using the arbitrage bots.
Yeah.
He just using his supply and partner supply just to create liquidity pool and strange his own project. This is, sorry, but I'm so fucking bullish, and this is brilliant.
And this for me, like this was my first actually time to create liquidity pools, and it was so easy. And Pinto was really helpful, and also the rest of the community there was really helpful. And now I have like 10 liquidity pools. I get paid fees every day, and also the fun thing, I'm helping other projects to actually not die.
Yes. Arbitrage loop become like a cancer.
Yeah, but the good one.
Yeah, the good cancer.
So sorry for the jumping in, but I would just like tell from a user perspective, not only the dev, because of course Pinto delivers every time, but for the rest of the space area, I maybe thought it was good to hear it from a community member. And
No, it is good that you said that, because honestly, people need to hear it. And what I like about it is a lot of the rewards token are taking a little bit of percent on every buy with 2, 3, 4%, and they're giving you the rewards just off of that. It's not enough. It's not enough to feed any communities. But if you actually arbitrage like what he's doing, and you actually put it in pools, it actually starts earning numbers. And if this volume starts going to 200, 400, a million a day, all kinds of crazy numbers. I mean, honestly, there's going to be a lot of food to eat, a lot of tokens that are going to be saved. Even Soka, who launched his token the other day, who was just streaming, he contacted Arbitrage and he said, "Hey, listen, I want to do a pool with you," because people are understanding that there's a way to sell your tokens without hurting the chart. And this is something that
sorry,
yes,
if you want to hear that,
we have a big pool with Soka.
Yeah, that's a funny story, because I was actually. I'm an old OG hedge, and I remember when Soka was in our chats and he was shielding us and everything. I saw Soka actually launched his coin. I went in, bought a pretty big supply, and I was the one setting up the liquidity pool without actually asking him. And then again, I sent him that we have made a So we are not just like waiting for people actually to come to us. We are also scanning. If we see projects that we like as a community, we buy it and also put up liquidity pools without actually asking, because who as long as it's good for the project, I think people. I think also in the long term, people, if they are going through decks, they're trying to find a new project to invest in. They open up, they search for it, and they see Arbis there. That's hopefully that will soon be a quality sample. Like
of course,
this.
and
This is backed up by someone who is trustworthy.
And we just love, learn, teach everyone that want to learn this kind of strategy, because it's very healthy. and people can earn passive income not only by holding, trading. They can use their supply to do something. It's not a hold cult.
And also, why do you want to sell ARB when you know it helps yourself, of course, because you earn money. It helps project that you invest to, but also, as someone here mentioned earlier, like just imagine if 1,000 projects in there, that is actually 1,000 projects taking care of each other, because if one drops, the other ones go in and try to help it out, and on the way you're gaining fees, you're gaining volume. So this is the loop, and that's you can see the loop so many places. Like you can, we have we have what are we going to call it, Pinto, like RB, baby ARB.
Baby
Like,
ARP, yes.
yeah.
It's one of our whale launch side project that rewards in arbitrage loop, and honestly, he over a month old, and this is only baby coin that survive on Solana, and he chart is almost identically that ours, because I pay when he launch, I buy large supply, I pay 5% of his supply, plus couple other whales also buy his supply and pair with us. So when we grow, he grow, and when he have a buys, we have a buys. So this is just our our boost. So yeah, this is cool strategy.
And there again, you have the loop. We have a loop there also.
Well, the one thing I'm going to add, and I think maybe I'll give the show over to Clutch. I don't know. He deserves it. I think.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I took it over. But one thing I want to say is I know a lot of projects are sitting on 15%, 20%, 30%. They decide to do something really bullish for their community, burn their supply. But what they just did, they just hurt their community because they burnt those tokens, or if they locked them up for 20 years. If you put that supply into some of these liquidity pools, you can actually earn fees and, give them back to holders, get rewards, do all kinds of things with it. So if you have a project, you're a token here, you guys should DM ARB and have it go to work, like literally do something. So I just want to put that out there because a lot of people do not understand this. So this is an education space, and Clutch, we should have a really good education space on these pools so people understand how this works. Maybe break it down one of these days.
Yeah, no, that's something. I have a whole bunch of pools too, but I don't pool with other tokens because just other tokens kept rugging. Bunch of hoes, these days. So can't be too careful.
You just gotta be.
Arbitrage.
You just gotta be a better swimmer.
No, I just got to be a better swimmer now. But I've gotten a good amount of volume just by doing my own pools, protecting it, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, no, this could be a liquidity pool show one of these days. Let's get to Gold Rush. What's up, Gold Rush?
Yeah, good morning, you all. I hope you're all fine. So I would have a question for Arbitrage Loop. So how much of your supply would you say a small cap project like we are at the moment would need to buy that it makes sense to open a pool with you?
You know what? I'm basically, I do always the same. I buy 1 Solana of some project and put 1% of my supply, and if this pool grow, cool. If this pool rag or lose on value, it's not a big losses. 1 sol is always very safe. But if we have some good project like that are shielded by our friends, and we are certain it won't rag, like Hustle a couple of days ago, or some other friendly project, then we are ready to buy more supply and pair this with us, because the bigger pool, the larger transaction. But even 1 sol, I observed this especially at the beginning when I was at 10, 15k market cap. If I do 1 sol, when I have 50k market cap, this pool grow to over 1k. So pool management is very important. That's why most of our pool are open. We have bunch of burned supply, burned liquidity pool, but most of our pools open. And of course, I don't encourage community members that do pool by themselves to burn liquidity, because this is my job as dev, burn money. Community can adjust their pool as they like. They can add some liquidity with the project they like. They can remove this liquidity whenever they like. So yeah, but basically answering to your question, for me, one sol is the safest way to build initial liquidity. If the pool is good, you can always add some liquidity. If the pool is shit, you can always withdraw this.
Yeah, okay. So thanks for your answer, because I'm speaking with Slayer at the moment in the background. We were some kind of afraid that we can't afford it at this moment.
Okay, you are tax token, so I will tell you. Yeah, of course, buy buy arbitrage loop as much as you want and as much as you like, but pool with 2 tax token are not so efficient like with non-tax meme, because when you pair 2 tax token, the price difference between 2 projects must be higher, so this pool don't generate
Well, the
that
spread
much
gets
volume.
eaten. Just to simplify that, the spread gets eaten by
Yes, exactly.
both of the fees on each of the token. Yeah,
I
and that's why I did mine with USDC, since there's already a Solana pool. I paired a bunch of liquidity with the clutch token and USDC to simplify that.
Yes, it's generate additional volume, but yeah, it's a good strategy. I also set up Sol ARP pool on Meteoras to have access to another DEX. We set up a pool with stablecoin just for scale and for better arbitrage roads. It's more complicated than I'm able to explain in a simple words. It's a lot of factor. You must put attention when you create couple loops, because you can fuck up liquidity pretty easily.
Yep, for sure, man. Not all liquidity is good liquidity, man. It's all about the ratios and making sure you put it right. Otherwise, you just kind of leave that spread out there for other outsiders to come in and get the pool. So yeah, there's a lot of factors. But guys, real quick, this was definitely a good sesh for us to discuss arbitrage loop. Arb, you've obviously been a subscriber and a close friend of the circle for a while, so you're always welcome up here. I don't really like spending too much time on one project, so in 30 seconds, man, why should we go buy Arb Loop today if we have not heard of you? This is our first time. Why should I buy your token today? You got 30 seconds.
Because
Bro,
if you
I'm
buy
going to stop him.
above 1 million,
Hold on. He subscribes to you.
There you go. I was waiting for a simplified answer. Why should we buy this token? Because he's been a subscriber, a supporter, and
That's
he always
it.
shows up.
You see that you were going to go into this whole.
Okay,
You were
okay,
He was
gonna,
going to
okay.
explain liquidity percentages and
Bro,
then tell
I
me how
looked-
being Mexican sometimes is not okay.
Bro, I looked at his-
when I need to speak English.
I looked at his thing last night. I'm thinking he's got 1 subscriber. Is that Elon? Is it Gary V? No, it's fucking Clutch. I'm thinking to myself, this is bullish. This is bullish. So I said, jump on the show and use your subscriber privilege.
No, absolutely. Arb Loop already knows. He's been put up on game by Not Mad and all that. So you see, that's the arbitrage loop. This dude supports. He came here at 200,000 market cap. A lot of us grabbed bags. He ran to 2.5, consolidating above a mil. I'm pretty bullish on friends of friends, and I'm bullish on friends of friends that become my friends through being supporters. So absolutely, Arb Loop. Stick around. You already know. I wanted to.
Real quick before we change the subject, Clark, our Blue, I'm gonna DM you because I think it'd be good to get you on the dope list. What I do is every week, some projects that are on the dope list, they just hold 1% of my token dope. I put out or starting this week, it starts, but I put out a video called the Dope List, and I give updates and a pitch on them, man. So I think I could really hone in your messaging and do a good job of delivering what you guys have by getting you on that.
Thanks.
So I'll
I can't Wait for the clutch token dope list.
Listen, and did you guys see what I just posted to the top by any chance? Solana's at 250. Just broke 250.
Well, that's kind of one of the, it just crossed over 250. So this is what I wanted
Dude,
to talk
I had
about.
such a great long that I closed out this morning when it kind of stalled out. I mean, dude, I closed out 40% on 10x
Well,
leverage.
here's the crazy thing is if you guys actually work with something like Arbitool and you put money into these pools, when you get rewards, you're getting rewards on the new updated price. You're not getting on the long price. So you're actually holding. I did some math last night and I do some perps here and there. And I got to tell you, holding like 100 or 200 SOL would probably make you more money right now in the last month than actually doing any of this leverage stuff, because that's how good Solana's been performing.
That's not true at all.
That's not true.
It
because
is.
If you're dude, look,
And let me explain to
Who
you.
are you talking about?
I'm
though,
talking
right?
about no. Here, I'm talking about the general population because.
a normie,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure. Leverage trading, 90% of leverage traders lose. So yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Should not leverage trade.
That's what I'm saying. So if Solana goes up 30%, I mean, that, or 40%, that's good.
Oh, so think about it. I had we did a massive like call on the 4-hour 200, to long. I was like, dude, that's definitely going to be the spot to long. Solana's showing a lot of support there. It was 194. So you have right around a 30%, around a 30% performance, where most people, they lose 10-20% on every trade they make because they're just whack. So yeah, no, that's right now it seems to be just nothing yet, and that's what I'm eagerly waiting for. So wanted to discuss a couple things real quick just so we can get the formalities out the way. Rothmas, I'm gonna become a better bowler than you. Just watch. I got this knee four spin. You're not gonna see it coming. You're not gonna see it coming. Number 2, order of operation. We have been cooking on the sports, absolute cooking. So I got 2 hot picks for y'all today. We're 25 and 13. If you all post rain bet slips and all that, Rothmas, Fitty, you got WBA, you got Fight down there. All you guys that be posting the slips, this might be a very hot pick for y'all. The Angels are out on the road against Milwaukee. They've lost a butt ton in a row. They're just playing really, really bad. You got Priester pitching for the Brewers. He's 13-2 with a 3 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. I don't expect this game to be close, as the Angels are just very, very bad. Milwaukee is one of, if not the best team in baseball. They have won the first 2. I don't think Milwaukee is taking a day off here to try to, let the Angels take a game here. Typically, that whenever a team has won 2 games, they don't mind sacrificing putting a bunch of people on the bench if they have a big series coming up. Well, the Brewers don't have a big series coming up. They got the Cardinals this weekend, and the Cardinals are just as pathetic as the Angels. So, honestly, this is a shot for the Brewers to really solidify home field, the number 1 seed, all that stuff. This is a real soft part of their schedule. I'm taking Milwaukee money line today, baby. The odds at around -200. So, you got to put up 2 units to win 1 unit. But man, the Angels, and I'm an Angel fan, guys. I'm going against my team that I like. So, just understand that. That is my first pick. They do play at 4 p.m., 4:40, so 7:40 Eastern. Let's hope that one makes us 26 and 13, baby. Number 2 for our picks for today, we got the UEFA Champion League again. The UEFA, however you want to pronounce it. Good thing I faded Leverkusen. They're down 1-0 in the 14th minute already against a really pathetic team. I don't know what happened to that team. They went from real supreme, top of the charts, with the Bundesliga, with these damn Germans. You know how aggressive they get. I'm surprised the Germans haven't gone to Leverkusen and just absolutely beat up every player. They're playing like they're a freaking 3-star team. Very, very pathetic. So be careful trying to bet that team if you're a sports bettor and you like betting soccer. Not all supreme elite teams are really elite. That's one of them. Be very careful betting Leverkusen this season. The pick that I do want to go with, you've seen it kind of floating around on the timeline, Manchester City against Napoli. Napoli is a very good team. Very, very good team. Very dangerous. They have the potential to really, beat almost any elite team. So this isn't just a give me, like a little gimme pick. If this was in Napoli, I would be taking Napoli and the 1.5 goals, because I doubt Manchester City could beat Napoli on the road by 2 goals. This one, however, is in Man City. The frickin' Brits know how to party when it comes to soccer. There's some crazy bastards. They go wild. The atmosphere there should be frickin' insane. Manchester City should and could be one of the favorites to win the UEFA Champions League, this year, last year, but they're not getting any respect. They're playing like trash. They haven't been performing well. So this isn't just a guaranteed bet, but I do love the money odds at minus 155 for one of the best teams in the world if they just got it together. If Manchester City was on right now, playing like what they should be playing like, one of the best teams in the world, this line would easily be minus 350, minus 400, even against a freaking strong team like Napoli. But the freaking Italians, they don't play. Very good defensemen. Napoli has very good defensive backfield. They have very good midfield, a very good keeper. This is a very, very tough team, but we're still rolling with Man City. So my two bets for the day, you get one baseball pick, as my Angels are just terrible, going against Milwaukee. I see Milwaukee, putting up some damage there today. And then, of course, Man City. So we're 25-13. Let's see where we end up after today. But you do have that game at 3 p.m. Eastern, that soccer matchup. It's going to pretty much play right during the stream. I'll probably be watching it while I'm on the stream with you, Andrew. So there was a third game that I kind of wanted to bet, but I'm just going to fade it. Newcastle and Barcelona. That's another great matchup. Great, great soccer matchup to see today. But Barcelona has the and they started playing at 16. That kid is just a future superstar in the making. He's already a star and becoming, one of the greatest players to come and perform under the age of 18 for Barcelona. And that's saying something, because who has came out of there under the age of 18? You got Messi, right? You have just a lot of great players that have came through that ecosystem under the age of 18 that have done okay. This type of legendary performances, though, and he's not playing, so I really don't want to take Barcelona on the road. Newcastle is a really good team. They just play really, really good. They're just not a great team. So that's another one you could potentially have some value there, as you get plus money on both sides, Newcastle and Barcelona. Where I would be looking for value here is that Barcelona doesn't have the full force of their attack. Newcastle isn't an offensive team. So I'm really digging the over under on this game. If I did not have the Angels game, I probably would have been taking the under on this game, 3.5. The over under is 3.5. I do not see this game being a 3-1, 2-2 game. Somebody's going to win 1-0, 2-1. It's probably going to be Barcelona, but I just really feel the under on this game is going to be, what happens. As typically in UEFA Champions League series, you get 2 legs, right? Each team gets to play at home once. So the aggregate is really important here. So most teams don't go for broke trying to play all out, because you still have a second game. So typically when you have a 1 or 2 goal lead, most teams don't start pouring it on, especially when they have injuries like Barcelona here currently. So this is not using any grok, any freaking, this is just all my analysis. Just so you guys know, I've been watching soccer for years. I started playing at 4 or 5 years old. I actually played semi-professionally in high school and in my young adult life until I quit. And from there, I just kind of just started betting on the damn sport, and I really know the sport quite well. So this is why we've been cooking on soccer. I think there was one game we lost so far this year in our soccer series. So we're absolutely cooking, and those are my two bets. So unless anybody else has some fitty, Hermit, I saw your hand up. What are the games you have you want me to look at? But for now, I'm going Angels and Man City, baby.
I'm not going to say the Bills are a lock to actually win.
They are. I don't
I don't
like the
want to
money
do.
odds.
Not
I don't.
really, dude. The Dolphins kick up 12.5 points. That's a lot of points.
Well,
Well,
that's my
that's just
point.
me. I generally don't do a spread. Here's the thing, though, with the Dolphins, short week and it's an away game, so that's the only thing. That's what's going against the Dolphins. But the Dolphins have always played the Bills pretty tough, if I'm not mistaken. But if I'm doing a money line bet, I would bet the Bills. So that's what I
Yeah,
would do.
that's it.
Also,
The
but guess
odds are
what?
gross, though.
But guess what, Clutch? I played
Uh-huh.
soccer for 1 year when I was like 6 years old, and I know nothing about soccer past that. So
You're too big.
You were too big, bro. Every time you freaking just took a step, bro, the net was shake. You broke the goalpost, bro. You're a freaking giant, dude. Look, I don't like. Fuck, dude. I kind of want to do this just to prove a point. You have to bet $900 to win $100 on the Bills tonight. The win percentage is 77%. ESPN matchup predictor. The head-to-head matchup. Oh my goodness, dude. The Bills just wreck the Dolphins always. This is not a good bet, Hermit. Money line minus 900. No chance I'm betting 9 units. Look, we've been cooking, right? We're 25 and 13. We are up 16 units. Let's say I bet the Bills in 9 units and they lose. I'll be 25 and 14, but only up like 5, 6, 7 units. Bro, that is not good betting at all. It don't matter that you can predict who's going to win when the world's predicting that team's going to win. That doesn't make you special. What makes you special is understanding games that give you the proper money odds. If you can't make money, what's the freaking point? Oh, you want to always win? Okay. I promise you, if you get used to betting $400, $500 bets, or heck, let's go easy math. If you keep betting $100 to only win 10, 20 bucks, because I see a lot of y'all betting 500 to only win 100, 300 to only win 50. So if you keep making these big ass bets with having to pay all this juice, all it takes is a few losses to take out all of your gains for all season. You can bet heavy favorites 20 games in a row and be 20 and 0. Your freaking units there adds up to like 4 or 5 units, because you're not putting up 100 units to make 100 units. You're putting up 100 units to make really trying to teach y'all something here. Don't just get caught betting the favorites. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. If it was that easy, professional handicappers wouldn't be performing at a 58% win rate. Do y'all understand that the reason I'm batting damn near 700 and it's unheard of is because of how strict I am and how much I stick to the damn rules? And one of the biggest rules that most people break are the money odds when it comes to betting.
thanks, Uncle Clutch, for the lecture.
So there's one lock today, and I'll give that to you. And it just started, so you can go live bet. I like the Detroit Tigers. It's a
Oof.
crazy line. It's a crazy line, but this pitcher
What's that?
doesn't miss. It just started.
I'm looking.
I think it was like
hold on.
-2. I think it was like -214.
Yeah, it was in the minus 200. Yeah, Cleveland is really bad. Plus we've already discussed why we don't like Cleveland because of the name. I don't like calling them the
Yeah,
Guardians. The
no,
live money odd right now, yeah, it's at 2. It was at minus 160. So if you're getting it at what would you say, minus 200?
I got it. I bought down, so I'm at 155.
Okay, minus one. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. Yeah, but so I was gonna say it should be the same odds because it's 0-0 and it's the top of the first, nobody out. So that's not a bad bet. It's a, I do want you to know in the current series, though, right? So it's not that much of a lock, I guess. Not just by looking at their.
Well, you got to look at the pitcher. You got to look at his whip.
No,
I
I
know you
get
like
that.
whip.
I no, for sure. You know, I like the whip. 4-4. So the Guardians and the Tigers. The Guardians have won 5. The Tigers have won 4. So in their 9 matchups. So just wanted to at least throw that out there. And yeah, let me look at the pitcher stats 1 second. Oh my goodness, look at that sexy whip. Yeah, no, that whip, bro. That whip don't freaking play. You know what I'm saying? Anything that freaking good, dude. Yeah, no, this should be a good win for the Tigers. I like that pick. I approve of your message.
That's all I'm playing. That and the what I posted at the top.
Man City?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think we all took Man City. It's an obvious one. But dude, man, Napoli is good. I'm afraid, dude. I almost wanted to take Napoli plus 1.5 because I don't think I think that game is gonna end up being one of those 1-0, 2-1 games as well. What do you think of my Angels and Brewers game pick? Pick the Brewers.
I mean, I'm in LA, so you know how I feel about the Angels.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of stay away from
I've
that
never
garbage.
liked the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim name. That is just stupid. They're like, you're not from LA just because you're in the LA region. It reminds me of everyone that when you meet, they say, I'm from LA. And you're like, oh, where about? San Fernando Valley, Ontario. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't no LA. People that claim cities when they live an hour away. Like, you're not from Chicago, Brenda. Okay? You're borderline from Milwaukee.
So I haven't done this for a while, but take a peek at big balls. There was conversation again last night about him with ALX and a bunch of other people.
Oh, yeah, I
think
saw that. What's the market cap this morning?
I think it's close to 700 and just going right now.
Dude, dude, you showed me the very first time you showed me that.
300.
Well, no, it was 700. It went to 300. I DC'd the whole way to the bottom. So yeah, no, this looks
Bro,
prime.
there's a guy named Matt Swall who just changed his status from Democrat to Republican and posted it. He has 300-something thousand followers. And Edward Korstein tweeted last night and called one of these libs a retard. That's the actual big balls. So now he's back. He's talking. He's recovered. Trump still is going to give him a medal. So I think a lot of the stuff that's been going on, we've had a lot of stuff going on with Charlie Kirk and Irina and everything. We had to put big balls on the back burner for a little bit,
right?
And understandably, but by the way. But I think now the whole cleanup for Washington, for all these cities, it was really because of him.
Right.
And he's standing up strong. He's challenging people. He's out there talking. And don't forget, he follows the Big Balls account. That's the only project you have. Even Matt Fury doesn't follow his own projects, and this guy doesn't want anything from it. The dev of the project asked him for, he's like, no, I'm good. I just like that you guys are positive. So this guy, there's no PvPing Big Balls.
Right. Dude, it's cool. I got the Big Balls follow. They followed me back finally. I just looked. Let's tag. Shout out to the Big Balls account.
Probably because you have Big Balls.
I still have 0.5%, so I'm gonna scoop up more. I definitely sold on the run up here. I mean, I told you I did, but I still have a lot. I did have 2%. I'm gonna grab my whole bag again, bro. This is free money. Thank you.
Yeah, when ALX starts tweeting, and he tweeted yesterday, usually him and his crew grab up a little supply and they start going with it,
I mean, why wouldn't you? If you're going to talk about something that's going to go up, it's only smart.
I mean, listen, these guys gotta make money. People have to make money, and it's a good narrative. Like I don't see anything negative about it.
Well, it's got the raunchiness, right? The grown up jokes. We all know what balls are, but we look at it as men. Like, having balls doesn't just mean testicles, right? It truly means having guts, having bravery. Like, there's a lot of suburbia meanings to that, like the Urban Dictionary type that really strikes home with that. So, I love it, bro. I was bullish on Big Balls out the gate, just seeing how bullish you were. Anytime someone is talking about something religiously, makes you at least pay attention. I did. Your conviction already paid me. So then that started really like turning into like, wait, I like this project. And yeah, man, I've been hovering around. I should start joining the chats and all that. I left the big balls chat before. That's just because I left all chats. But yeah, dude, I'm ready to start cooking up and working for them bags again, bro. That bag, dude, big balls made me money. I'm still holding, and I got a shot to scalp it again and just freaking grab my
Here's the
position.
crazy part. Most people don't remember this one. This thing went to 69 million in February.
Yeah.
And that's when they all started talking about it. And it's actually more bullish now because
Right.
now we know who he is. He's been on Jesse Waters. He's working for Social Security. He worked for Elon. I personally think Elon's going to come back to Doge and he's going to work with Trump again. Maybe this is a little me dreaming. I don't know. But I personally
That would
think there's
line
going
up,
to be.
Fitty. That would line up with
Mhm.
what I had said that there. Remember, I don't know if you recall, but I said their fight was fake. It was meant just to see what dominoes will fall when people thought that beef would be real.
Yeah.
What do
No,
you think that's possible, or what do you think?
I don't think they're going to make it as public as they did because they hurt Tesla stock. It didn't work for Trump. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's too much hate on both sides. However, I think there's something there.
So the exclusivity factor wasn't there before because they made it out in the open. So now I can see that being more of a, inclusive,
Right.
the need to know type of basis. So yeah, I can see that being an inclusive relationship now for sure.
Yep. No,
Oh, that's
so
dope.
you know what? I got my Gemini orange card coming to me today.
Mm. Well, dude, one thing I wanted to talk about. So not sure if there's any Seeker phone holders on here. I received my Solana mobile Seeker phone last week, and I hadn't set it up until today. I finally have I have Clutch dot Seeker Addy, and I really don't know what to start doing. Does anybody have a Seeker phone? Maybe they can drop a little alpha on what to do here, or is that over your guys' heads because you guys are boomers? Anybody? Hermit? No one else has a Seeker. Okay.
I have an Ethereum phone I can help you out with.
Which one do you have?
I don't know. I have an NFT. I have to claim it.
Okay, fine. So none of y'all have alpha for me on the Seeker. Wow. No, of course we come here for your alpha, Clutch. Dude, selfish of me to think I can host spaces to get your alpha, huh? Idiot. I know. Sorry, guys. I I was dropped as a child, I'm sure. My mom denies it, but I have 3 dents on my head that are unexplainable. Timbo, would you have any idea where those are from?
No idea.
Yo, so let me drop off the Clutch Foundation token. Yo, what do you guys think of the Clutch Foundation rebrand? Did you guys see my new logo? Shout out to Hermes helping. Also the mission statement, there's an extended bio. I don't know if you guys see the little banner there, but all kinds of stuff. And then, we got Deeper coming up here. So Deeper, we were talking about it earlier, dog. So we told y'all about Deeper. We hopped on the team. It's been, a little over a week. He's been vibing here, showing up just about every day. I don't even know if you've missed a show. Maybe he didn't speak on every show, but he's been here every time we've hosted a space. Deeper's a freaking legend, our boy Ian. So just understand that we literally gifted you what we were going to be doing. We were going to be helping and promoting any token that wants to launch on the Deeper launchpad. It's all about Deeper. Sorry, Hermit. I apologize. I don't want him getting mad. I'm supposed to say the deep voice anytime I say Deeper. But anyways, they had a token, the first token to migrate from bonding on Deeper was Umi. Deeper, tell us a little bit about Umi, bro, because anybody that caught it, I started telling people about it. It was 200K, 250K. When I first caught it, I was even mad that I didn't catch it sub 200, but I was at like 205, 210. Tell people what kind of run it's on, bro, and why should they be paying attention to the Deeper launchpad?
Yo, hey, thanks for that nice, generous introduction, bro. Yeah, no, bro, Umi has been fucking It's been slamming. It's I spoke to the team. They're very they're kind of believe in the launch pad, and they're like they're pretty well connected and pretty like smart guys. So I'm still buying more here.
Let's freaking go. So just to talk a little bit about the UMI token, it's sitting at 1.1 million market cap. It's freaking absolutely cooking, dude. So if you paid attention and you just went and started looking at including in your rounds of hunting alpha, just include that deeper website, baby, so you can really start, seeing all the new stuff that's coming out. It's one thing to see the same old stuff. Start looking at ones that are new. And this is what we started doing over the last few months. And this is how we're catching plays like this, just constantly winning. We can't click the buttons for you, but we warned you. You need to start looking at the launch pad. There's going to be tokens that are going to be bonding. There's going to be, like, right now we're farming lab points with the lab trade airdrop, and you have base chain on lab trade. So deeper, I've been utilizing my lab trade bot. I have a video coming out today of me using lab trade on base to just trade in and out of deeper and just create volume and looking at the launch pad, because you can buy tokens directly from deeper site. So we got some pretty cool educational stuff, but for most of y'all, you guys are blockchain people, you understand what to do. Those that do, go check out the launch pad, man. Absolute cooks coming out, and we're freaking stoked to be a part of it. But what's up today, Deeper? How you doing? How you feeling after yesterday's
Yeah,
rate
good,
cuts?
man. It's
Yeah,
been like
how's your day?
it's been a fucking long week, right? But yeah, no, man, very happy, very happy. Deep is kicking along. I actually wanted to jump up and talk. I got about the Seeker. I got one delivered, but it's delivered to Australia. But I had the old one, the Saga, and they gave you like a bunch of sick airdrops. Like the phone kind of paid for itself just off the airdrops.
Well, I
But
faded
like
the first one like an idiot. Even though I was the one telling people about it, I just forgot it to buy. Just didn't buy it. So, but yeah, we all know what happened with that one, dude. It ended up being what, like a 20x return on if you bought day one, or even more. Some of the tokens they gave out freaking went on some sick heaters, dude. So it's all relevant to when you sold, I guess. But yeah, that Saga phone was definitely alpha. What are you looking forward to from the Seeker?
I mean, look, the Saga was just like, it was such a shitty phone itself. Like pretty much just got like the Genesis key, and then like it's sitting unused on a desk somewhere. But I mean, I think that one's like a bit more usable. And I think they've got more of an idea of how they want to build out an ecosystem with like the phone apps and stuff. It kind of felt like on the Saga, like it was a different world to like on-chain Solana. But I think if they can kind of like bridge the experience across from how people use their phones with Solana onto that phone and make it really simple with like the wallet and the trading and all that kind of stuff, I think it could be like a really, really cool device. Because like a lot of, like, I'm old, so I use like a computer for crypto, but I mean, most kids out here just using their phones these days.
Right. The one thing I did notice, it does have a better quality to it than the Saga, the new phone. I bought the accessory bundle as well when they gave you the option for $50. It was a screen cover and a case, which honestly, don't buy it. It's whack, but it fits. So it's actually, you have to, because where else are you gonna get a custom screen cover? Yeah. So initial like unboxing, it definitely felt better. I created the seed vault and all that fun stuff. I don't know if I want to do service on it though. I'm still considering what should I do with it. If I want to have it just be fully anon, but how could it? with clutch.seeker addy on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I might just freaking convert and just start using it as my blockchain phone. The alpha that I have found, and it's no secret at all. It's not really alpha. It's alpha if you don't know. It's utilizing the dApps that they have on there, and just getting a lot of volume and activity. So you have drift, right? But you could do perps and stuff on there. But dude, CoinCatch is better. You could use the one app that I would say you can use is Jupiter. And that's the one that's the key. Just doing a whole bunch of Jupiter volume from the things that I've been, seeking. The other homie confirmed it. We were texting. And then I went to the, a couple informational threads this morning just to kind of read up on like what's the best way to take advantage. And so far it really comes down to just, it may not be airdrop season immediately with that phone, but it's the airdrops that you'll get from the protocols for using it. That's going to be what feels to be the difference this time around, Deeper.
Yeah, for sure. I think they definitely try to put out like a better. The feedback was the phone was pretty average, but I think the reason they put out the new one was just like, oh, let's do a phone that people will use.
Well, I'm sure they made a ton on all the tokens they got. So it's like, bro, just give us a better quality phone. They did. This one feels pretty good quality. It's okay. EAC, do you have a Seeker or nah? You're a Polygon guy. You probably have a freaking beeper. That's how.
I just picked up my new phone. It flips open, bro. But guess what my phone bill is per month? $5. So, can't beat that.
Yeah, you got a helium plan?
No, I got the lock-in years for years now, and give the company a hard time every time they try to up my plan.
That's freaking hilarious, dude. Canadians will sweat you over $2. Why EAC?
Because it's the more money I save IRL, the more crypto I can buy, the more clutch token I can buy, and the more I can like make a difference to save the kids, bro.
Freaking love it, dude. Some people buying in and out of my chart, and like, trust me, I'm not getting mad. Like, go do it. We need 6%. The dev wallet is cooking. So last month, the Clutch Foundation token, we donated $600 to the International Center and Exploited Children. You can check out their X page as well, and you can go to the Clutch Foundation page. You'll see the pinned video there when I donated. But anyways, we're already at $650 for this month. It's not over. We still got 2 weeks left. So we're on pace to double our donation from last month, to this month. So this is exciting stuff. What I'm going to plan to do, let's just say I got $1,000 in there. I'm going to donate 600 again to the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And then I'm going to do the Or do you think it'll be better to pick, say, 4 holders and do like $100 for charities? What do you guys think? Open vote, EAC. And also, good alley oop there. That slam dunk, bro. It was too easy, and he's freaking master performer over here.
And I cheated some clutch tokens so I could buy 1% of dope, and get on that partner list. So, I'll buy back. But I'd go with the I'd go with the multi one. Like, let's give to everyone.
Well, figure 400 to one charity might make a bigger difference than 4 getting 100, but okay. It's a good vote. Anyone else that's a clutch holder? Well, you're not a clutch holder anymore, EAC. You better go buy it. I mean, you gotta.
No, I still hold, bro. I just,
good.
I had to like move some money around, get that dope.
I don't freaking care. You guys are freaking poors anyways. I've been the one that's been giving y'all the exit liquidity on purpose. I do it to donate. Like, I know what time it is. Your guys' wallets are obvious and easy. You guys are freaking cheats. It's funny because they'll be holding like all our homies tokens. So like I can put it in a list of one of like 100 people, and it's for sure one of you guys. But like I truly encourage you. I gave you my token at 12K and it's sitting at 140, 150K. Go Jeet it, you frickin' poor Jeet, because you're actually making a difference. A, you're helping yourself have more money because clearly you need it. You've been making some bad choices that the only tokens you win on are your homies' tokens. You frickin' dirtbags. But anyways, I still love you, but I want to love you more. Like, how about you rotate profits from other tokens to my token, and then you buy and sell those religiously so you can give 6% until it just goes away. But you guys are playing it different. EAC, you do put in work. So like you put in, you can sell whenever. I don't freaking care. You work for the token type of deal, like more than like most holders. So, and every $100 that you sell, you're donating $6. So, or every $100 that you buy, right? So I did this on purpose so then it would save me from myself and my anger of like, clearly I'm being farmed, but it's all good. Every time I make money, I chuck it. Over the last few weeks, you guys have seen me chuck several $1,000s at the chart, and I just keep winning out in the open. So as long as that keeps on happening, be wary when you don't see no buys on the chart for like weeks, because then it's like, damn, Clutch is getting cooked, man. Poor Vato. But when you keep seeing like just the wallets accumulating 1.5%, 2%, those are all my wallets. You guys aren't freaking gonna understand what I'm gonna do with this token, and you guys are gonna freaking wish you would have at least held some form of a position. But part of the success that we have had on X over the last 4 years is only the beginning. The things that we're working on and the contracts that I'm cooking up is gonna be so freaking immense. Like I haven't even pushed the Clutch Foundation token really yet, and there's no go. EAC, we're gonna freaking send this. It's gonna be freaking awesome. But I want all you guys to take profits along the way. Give back, but just put it back, put it out, put it back, in and out. Just go deeper.
Yo, can I get a power shill in?
Let's get it.
The get P word of the day is power, and the power is in the people. Become a partner. Don't fade the power of the P. Shout out Computer Scrap Guy. Shout out Clutch. Shout out Surge. Shout out the newest police officer to the partner, K Slayer. Shout out Hash. And shout out Crypto CFuck. So CFuck's on the top of the list because he got actually 2%. So if you want to shout out, become a Get P partner today. All you got to do is own 1%. Get it while it's cheap because it's going up. So don't fade the power of the P. Get P.
What are we getting? Because I didn't understand any of that. Something about get P, and don't forget the power of the P.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
So what you get, Fiddy, you get added to the alpha chat. You get a shout out shill, 30 seconds live stream. I'm live streaming right now on Pump. I'll throw up your picture, promote your project. You get a custom daily ad post on my X. I don't got as many followers as you, but I'm working to get that. And if you don't need guidance, but you get that guidance from me if you need it. So hope to get you on the partner list.
And all I have to do is go pee.
All you got to do is buy 1% of Get P. That's 10 million, $130.
You didn't say that. You said go pee. That's what I just
No,
literally urinated for no reason. I forced myself.
I mean, you got to go when you got to go, but you got that pee in, so get that pee, Pink.
So if I buy your pee and I go pee,
Shut it. Okay, we're not gonna go down this weird route of seeing what everybody's P is like. What I do want to direct y'all is to the Jumbotron. Soul Hustle, one of my latest subscribers. I am now at 97. Who will help me get to 100? I need to start subscriber only spaces. So if you're one of the 97, you are not getting as much value as you think you are, because I'm not hosting a private personal space just for you. That's right. Look at you, subscriber of mine, getting no value for your $5, of which I only keep $3.50. Look at you getting only a chat that's supreme, pristine, and one of the greatest chats that just gives back nonstop. The only chat that stops you from farming. Yeah, pathetic. I know. What a terrible subscription. But along the way, people still want to shamelessly farm their GM post and their token post. So I came up with something amazing. $5 to post a post in there. $5. Do you understand? That's it. And it's like, well, Charlie, why do you charge $5? You already charged $5 for your subscription. Hey, asshole. First of all, if $5 means that much to you, don't freaking subscribe and don't come to my chat. Get out of here. The reason why I do that is because now, last month, we gave $50 to one subscriber. There were 10 posts that were posted in there to shill post, $5. This month, we're already at $45 freaking dollars 2 weeks in. I just posted one. Massimo, you freaking guy. You posted something when I was in the midst of the show. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to repost this one. Damn you, Massimo. Messing up the assignment. But of course, Massimo is a freaking legend. So, we allow it from time to time. A little disobedience never hurt nobody. A lot of disobedience will, though, but that's a different story. So Hustle paid the $5. He is now, and Poker, shout out to them. So what's awesome about the sub chat now, guys, is that people are paying $5 to the wallet, and then at the end of this month, someone's gonna take home that money. And here's the best part, Andrew. I'm making one of the subscribers pick. So I basically make it like kind of the Hunger Games, right? Like, which one of my subscribers wants this money? I am kind of menacing with that one. I know the assignment. I don't feel bad simply because I don't get to keep the money, but I get to keep the chat from being spammed with all your freaking every other day. You got a new token you're bullish on. Just post a CA. Don't give me the stupid post. Let me go look for the post. But anyways, just understand, being a subscriber has been great for subscribers. The people that I've sponsored, people that I've gotten employment for, people that I've gotten, just different levels of it always goes to the subscribers first, man. So I am 100% going to shamelessly show that, simply because we are so close to 100. The fact that we're not at 100 yet, well, we'll get there, Massimo. What do you think? How long before we get to 100?
Well, I was just about to say, first of all, I sent a couple messages out. I'll get you to 100 here within the next couple hours. Timbo, I don't want to take away your favorite, your position.
Nah, destroy them. I need a new favorite.
No. So we're gonna work together so we can get it done even faster. But yeah, we'll get you free. No worries. Also, I think you might be missing a little bit of an opportunity here. So this is a great idea. I love it. Right? I love it. However, I think that people would be even more likely to post shit in there if they knew if that $5 was going towards the Sim group or another non-for-profit or someone that you like the group you support through your Clutch Foundation. Obviously, I've been sending a few posts in there to help get interaction.
Well, I have a question. So because I'm confused. You're telling me to, instead of giving it to the subscribers, to give it to a charity?
What I'm saying is that your subscribers don't care about $5, and if they end up getting $50 at the end of the day, all they're going to do is degen it in some token or something or another. And I think there's not a single person in this group here that's part of your group that would say, yeah, no, I want that $50. Like, no, let's build that.
I got to be honest with you. I'm tired of hearing about this 100. Do you want me to just help you right now get to that 100, like so we can be there in 5 minutes and we can move on to some good topics?
Listen, I want to be able to.
Fiddy, we already moved on, man.
No,
it's
done.
done.
Not done.
I'm still at 97. I don't.
Let me tell you what we're gonna do. Anybody that subscribes to Clutch right now, and to me, just for the hell of it, just because I feel like it.
All right. So
I'm gonna push Clutch to do an airdrop from the Clutch Foundation at the end of the month if you're a subscriber. At the end of the month, we're gonna drop some random tokens to any of the subscribers. Probably $50, $100 a person. That's going to cover you guys. I don't know how many. Maybe he'll drop to every one of them. I don't know. I don't know his generosity. But subscribe right now and see what happens at the end of the month. That's all I'm going to say.
You know what? I just moved $1,000 to a wallet. Let's freaking run it.
That's 10 people will get either $100 or 20 people will get $50. And that will cover you for 5 months. And then that 5 months of subscribing,
I'm down.
You guys are going to win.
I'm down because at Tree Fitty at 100 subscribers, right? That now puts me at $300 a month. I'll donate to Munch.
I'm 100, so we only need 2 more.
And the thing is,
Andrew's going to be 100. That's what he wanted to be 100 on my sub.
And if Andrew subscribes to me, that's going to be actually like 102 for you.
All right, hey, how about this? I'll pay for the first 3 months right now. I'll send Soul.
Bro, you don't even need to do that. You don't need to do that.
It's $5. Yeah,
no, you don't need to do that because look.
Yeah, I know, but let's get it there, man.
People
Let's
are
go.
paying 1%. They're giving $5,000 to people for their project. You're basically coming in here right now, and if you just literally listen to Clutch and listen to what he's saying to you, and even go on Orb and just buy some of his token, create a liquidity pool, you're gonna make your money back tenfold. So it makes no sense. So right now, how many subscribers do you have?
I'm still at 97.
Okay, guys, come on, whip up those.
All right, let's see. Useful. So for starters, let's go to useful real quick because I don't know what I got to do to get a subscription, but let's start with getting a follow first.
Listen, useful. They're doing some cool stuff, and I
know all of them. I know.
I owe them a tweet. I'm going to put out a tweet about them because these guys have been really, really grinding. I've known them for a long time, and they're actually doing the opposite of useless. They're actually doing useful things. So you're going to see some big stuff from them. They're in a big dip right now. They're like at 400. They were sitting at what 3-4 million, whatever.
10 million.
So,
Like
10 million. Jesus Christ.
Cooking.
Yeah. So useful is gonna take a run right now with Solana hipping. So useful. Come on. Let's give you your 10 seconds for that great chill.
Yeah. I mean, with us being on Pump Fund, we're able to utilize their Pump Fund lives, and we just started going live with the professor. If I could pin this to the Jumbo, it won't let me pin this to the Jumbo. Let me see if I can pin this one. If you go check out our page, you can see the professor live. Yesterday, we went and gave out a bunch of food to homeless people. I hired this homeless guy to be our cameraman. I actually let him come stay at my place, got him showered up. We're going to be going to kids' hospitals, giving out useful plushies. The community wants me to go skydiving. And we have like a whole roadmap all the way back to all-time high of different activities we're going to be doing on live stream. So it's just the beginning. I think we're going to have some viral moments for sure. And I would give it a look because we aren't going anywhere. We've been here for 2 months, and our goal is to get back to all-time highs with this streaming. And I think the professor character has kind of been a hit. People like it. It's funny. It's like a memeable stream almost, you know. But thank you, 50 and Clutch, for having us up here.
Sweat you for not following me with the token page because I am very particular. You can only, follow people you co-sign. You don't know me. It's hard to co-sign someone you don't know, but keep showing up on your regular page or something. We definitely like supporting and ape and tickers,
Dude, get in here every morning. Just let it be seen every freaking morning.
Yep, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, Saturday and Sundays, 11 p.m. Eastern. Not to mention Fiddy has spaces almost daily now. We motivated Fiddy to start showing up and start freaking just cooking on spaces. He hit me up.
Up or down.
Right.
I don't want to spend 2 hours trying to figure that out.
Well, that's why we have the mixture of, look, I nail y'all down on Trade Talk Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, talking about the market, right? And all trading. And now we have the sports betting. We have the ticker stuff, dude. Like, I will say there's very few people that have the type of entertainment that we do, and the content really comes down to it has substance, right? And that's the thing that keeps us all showing up daily. Like, you think I'm just here just to show up, just to take a paycheck for whatever? Like, no, dude, whatever money I make for showing up, that's secondary, man. The primary part is all the alpha, getting in ARB loop at frickin' 250K, getting in Gold Rush at 23K, getting in Deeper, getting in Umi from Deeper, right? Like, all these frickin' tokens just being early is because we show up so much. So anyways, get used to doing it.
You seem useful to the space, so we gave you a follow and we got the noties on. We'll be making it to your spaces in between the live streams, so I appreciate it.
Let's frickin' run it, bro. Hey, and if you frickin' want to collab on some other stuff, let's chop it up offline and let's get it popping. I'm gonna shoot you a follow back, and definitely appreciate it, bro. If Fiddy co-signs on you, it's good enough for me, man. So Anyways, he owes me $20 too, so he owed y'all a tweet. We'll make him pay up, and then maybe, just maybe, I can get my 20. Serge, do you think I'm gonna get my 20 from Fitty, bro? What the fuck is going on? Oh, by the way, real quick. Sorry to be rude. Number 98 just popped on screen. Yo, what up, Tree? It's funny your name is Tree. Why? Because I only make Tree Fitty, right? Of that $5. But what you're gonna get is you're gonna get added to a chat where you can post every Spaces link you want. We want Spaces to be promoted in there. That's where we get the alpha raw and uncut. But if you want to post a shameless post, $5, you'll get freaking well acclimated. But on just understand, we win together. We're a freaking unit. We are the bottom blasters, baby.
You know it's crazy. You just got your 1 subscriber. I just got 3. Congrats.
Let's freaking go. Fitty just got. Well, first of all, Fitty, most of those guys that subscribe, give me the 3 names of your new subscribers.
I can't. They asked me not to talk
Oh
about it.
yeah. Shut it.
They
Because
said, let me read the message from them. We decided not to subscribe to Clutch because he's wearing a helmet. He doesn't hear us.
right,
We want to subscribe to
that's
you.
fair.
I just canceled my subscription to Fitty, by the way. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What I was
Love you,
gonna
bro.
say is those subscribing to you are probably already subscribing to me. They can't subscribe to me twice, but not Fitty.
I mean, there's some guy named Elon Musk.
I will not allow you to FUD the old great one. You knock it off there. If he subs to you, bro, I personally will sub to you from like 50 accounts.
Bro, there's some guy named Jimmy
Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel.
I can't read.
Jimmy
There's some guy
Fallon.
named Bayrock Obama. So there's a bunch of like
now you sound like Peyton Manning. Dude, I can't believe they're milking this Omaha content, you know?
There's some lady named Kamala Harris or something.
Okay. Knock it off. Let's get to a real person that matters on this world. Our law enforcement, Fitty. Our law enforcement ensures that if you step out of line, we will beat you with a nightstick. And it's the type of protection us Americans have always wanted. You know, take care of the dirty business without us getting our hands dirty. Let's let those that get paid to get their hands dirty deal with that. And that's Slayer, a police officer that is so stupid that takes such a pathetic paycheck to go work for you, the people. Not you think I'm talking to him as a cop? No, I'm talking to him as the CTO leader of Gold Rush, right? Like, just being a CTO leader is just absolute booty. But you could take some meaning there to being a police officer, and just sometimes how stupid it can feel being a cop in a certain city where you just get treated like trash. And what do you know? He lives in the state that treats cops like garbage. Oh man, I love that kind of left curve, Slayer. What's up, my G? You're one of my favorite people in this world because you're just so darn on stupid like me that you just take no for an answer and you flush it down the frickin' toilet and you just go do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, Slayer, you're frickin' G, bro. I always love frickin' chopping it up with your ass. Another day that I talked to you is another day that you didn't get smoked on the job, bro. So let's frickin' go.
Well, I'm on the job now. I could get smoked at any point, but you never know.
No,
hopefully you guys don't have to hear that.
No, dude, that would freaking suck, bro. But I promise you, dude, Operation Make Slayer Famous is going to freaking happen, bro. I will not stop till every stupid cop hater in America knows who the fudge you are.
That's fine. Yeah, please make me a martyr if I get shot while I'm alive on Spaces.
Yeah, that dude. That's would that like interfere with your like life insurance or any of that, bro? Like, not trying to make a joke, you might want to look into that because you may not be able to be on Spaces while you're working. Because
you get you get more life insurance if you die in the line of duty, but
but they won't try to say because you were on like the phone or like you were on Space, you know, something like that.
No.
They better not. All right, cool. Anyways, you know how life insurances get, bro. They always try not to pay.
And let me, since you brought that up, let me say I use hands-free wherever I can. However, a lot of times we have to use our phone to call another officer or call a complainant while we're on the way to a call. And I don't pull people over for using their cell phones in their cars. Everybody does it. I'll hit them with the siren a little bit if they're clearly not paying attention, like the light turns green.
That's scary as heck, bro. They've got me with that one.
And they're still sitting there. So I'm not a hypocrite. I occasionally use my phone while I'm driving, so I don't pull people over and ticket them for it.
I would only
So
pull somebody over that has both eyes looking down. It's like, what are you
yeah,
doing?
even those ones, I'll hit them with the siren. I'll give them a little whoop and then kind of wave at them, and they get it.
Have you ever rolled up to the next to them, made them roll their window down? You rolled your window down, made them roll their window down. When they rolled their window down, you rolled yours up and you just took off.
I have not done that.
Can you do that one for me, dude? Please?
I'll say one of the best feelings as a cop, though, is when somebody's trying to flag you down. And it's always the dumbest shit. Like,
Right.
I had this lady flag me down, and I actually was dumb enough to stop and be like, hey, what's going on? She could have been like, hey, somebody's getting stabbed over here. But she was like, yeah, I've got this neighbor that keeps blocking my driveway with their car.
That's
I'm
serious,
like,
bro. You got to face them every day. I think that's a reasonable
fucking Jesus Christ. So the best feeling as a cop is when someone waves you down and you just wave back and keep driving.
Oh, bro, because you think they're saying hi, bro. No, it's respectful.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's amazing. But anyways, I wanted to. Oh, so I subscribed to Fitty. So
Let's
I'm subscribed
freaking
to both.
go, baby.
I'm subscribed to both of you guys now. So maybe I was one of the three. I don't know.
Did we just freaking get to, dude? I'm at 99, baby. Yo, who's B?
I was already subscribed to you. Glad you know that.
No, yeah. No, I already need that one. No, but
I'm about to click the button for 100.
But BVDDY, one follower. Me. I am now your follower. Let's freaking go. Yo, I'm gonna. Can y'all go to his page and give him some follows? He only has one follow. What is this?
But
what is this? Hook up the homie. Where is he at? Let me. I'm trying to find him on the speaker here, on the listeners. Where is he?
So Gold Rush wants to shout out to EAC.
Okay.
They shouted me out, so I got a bunch of the Get P token or coin, and I also made a liquidity pool with it with Gold Rush. So that's how I roll. And there's
Appreciate you, bro.
and those guys also do a lot of gaming stuff, and Gold Rush is kind of meddling in the idea of turning GameFi. If you guys are familiar with GameFi. Turning Gold Rush into a GameFi style coin.
For sure, bro. Like, I think the mass adoption event is gaming.
Yeah, so that's something to look out in the future. We also recently created a liquidity pool with DCA's Liquidity Lounge pool party. We got a quite pool there. And
I gotta interrupt here rudely.
Yeah.
Just because this became a mission. I was forced into spaces. I was forced into getting subscribers. I've been forced into showing up to Web3 every day. And I really wanted to take this moment to say how much I hate this dude for all those things internally, for making me work so hard when I should have been retired. I could have just been chilling on my tractor, doing nothing, dealing with nobody. But instead, I listened to him and I stayed here in Web3. And now it's only fitting that El Negro, you know what I'm saying? Number 100, the 100th subscriber. He could have subscribed this whole time, but he wanted to be 100. Like he talked about it. Like it was always funny because I would shame him for not subbing. Like we went on a shaming campaign on non-subscribers. But it's freaking sick because there's no chance I get to any subs without the homie Andrew and without any of the homies. Like all you guys really promote and push, content that you believe in, people that you've co-signed. You've probably talked about me to your wives, your mothers, your brothers, sisters, right? And like it's came up and you've had to vouch like, nah, these people are different, I'm sure, in some shape or form. And like that matters because that's why we keep going. That's why we keep, just building massive value and partnerships. And, this 4-year journey, bro, that we've had in Web3, Andrew, has been freaking sick, dude. Ups and downs for sure. But the type of education that we're able to dish out is invaluable because, I wouldn't take, writing it over because if it was perfect, we would have been in a different spot and not really helping others as much as we should be. And this journey that we've been on, that's got into the clutch token and everything else, dude. Has just all been part of it, dog. So it's freaking sick, bro.
Hell yeah. I wanted to tell you too. I saw a picture of you with a tractor. I don't think you were in the picture, but I saw your tractor.
Oh yeah, the
And
Kubota.
you and I have the exact same tractor, except for I don't have the box blade. I
Oh,
have
you
a
got the
brush.
backhoe?
I have a brush hog on the back.
Oh, sick. Okay, I got the backhoe as well. I'll
There's a
install.
fucking. There's a lot of blackberries in Oregon.
Okay, now
So the
that box.
brush hog handles
Well, if you ever need the box blade, bro, I'll load it up in back of the F-150 and just cruise over and just let you run it for a bit, dog. That thing is sick.
Yeah, here in a couple weeks you can come on up and take your.
You just pick up the cow meat instead of shipping it, huh?
Sorry, someone called me and it might have cut you off there, but.
You're good, bro. Yeah, but let's get it, dog. Yeah. For those that don't know, he's a farmer, and I bought a quarter of his meat. Massimo bought the other quarter, quarter cow, baby. So he is generous enough.
Clutch, I completely forgot about that. I'm so glad. That's like the best thing to forget.
Dude,
yeah, they called me. They called me yesterday. So I hope you guys don't want roasts because I turn all of the roast meat into ground beef.
We love roast,
Hey,
but we can make it with
whatever you pick, bro. I'll work with.
And then I got 42 pounds of pepperoni sticks. And then I had the steaks cut to 2 inches with 2 of them per package.
You're such a.
Sounds awesome.
Who's next to you right now? Is your partner there?
No, we ride solo in our police cars.
I was gonna make him give you a wet willy. Okay, so you're lucky when I go on the ride along.
Yeah, they'll get pepper sprayed if they try and pull that shit.
I know, right? Dude, that'd be hilarious, dude. Just freaking a pepper spray battle there. Oh, you guys are gonna start scrapping, dude. That's just, you guys are crazy. Now,
I gotta tell you, pepper spray is one of the best tools there is. It's a very low level use of force because your potential to actually seriously injure somebody is like non-existent. And so, like in our policy, you can almost pepper spray somebody for anything. Like, hey, sit on the ground, and if they don't, okay, you're gonna get sprayed.
Yep, that's the real.
It's very low level use of force, but so many cops don't like it because it tends to get everywhere on everything.
No, I hate
and I'm
it.
one of those guys that's like, fuck yeah, I'll spray everything I can.
Yeah, sometimes you got to sacrifice your own eyes and nose for the greater good of them getting blasted.
Never again, dude. It happened to me once in high school by the school police because we actually had LAPD in our schools, man. And I was beating somebody and I wouldn't get off of them, and I got pepper sprayed in the face, dude. It was enough to just make me freaking act like a little freaking baby for a week.
It's not fun, is it?
Bro, it put my ass to where I had a healthy respect because I never really had a run-in with cops like negatively. I've been pulled over a crap ton, and I just know, I'm not a liar. Why did I pull you over, dog? I was hauling ass.
Dude, I got shot with one of those cop taser guns. It's funny. I was breaking up a fight. I was literally running security at a place, and I ran out there to break up the fight. Well, the cop turns and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just shoot taser at the biggest dude." So he lights me up in the back. But I had so much adrenaline going from the fight that I literally just pulled it out and kept fighting. And the manager came out and was like, "That's our guy." Afterwards, he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Nah, dude.
Yeah, that's not a good connection. I've had, tasers only work about like less than 50% of the time because a lot of the probes have to get. They work on neuromuscular incapacitation, so they've got to get, generally the one probe should be in like the torso and one probe should be in a leg, and that will give enough spread for it to lock up all your muscles. Yeah. But if one of the probes hits like clothing or bounces off or something like that, it just doesn't work. So then, now they have like taser 10s coming up. Keep on shooting more of them until you get a neuromuscular incapacitation.
They need them, man. Because I'm telling you, like a big enough dude, like I've been tased a few times. Like none of them, that were warranted or my fault, I would say.
I got voluntarily tased just so I could, if I ever had to testify in court, I know exactly.
I thought everyone in the police force had to do that. At least the Chicago police force, it's like, every single person has to do it. Or
not here. They will. You do have to get pepper sprayed here, but the taser's voluntary. I wanted to experience it, so I did that, and it was fucking horrible. I would rather get pepper sprayed.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different level, man.
But I've attempted to taser, I don't know, maybe 6 people in my career, not very many. And one guy, he had one of the, I don't know if you guys remember like the 80s and the 90s, the people that had like the woven 550 cord and the little plastic key ring thingies. He had one of those on his belt, and my second taser probe somehow stuck into that thing. And I had already pepper sprayed him a bunch, so I was trying a different tool.
Right. You're trying some stuff.
But,
you're new on the job.
yeah.
New on the job site.
Yeah, we ended up tackling him, which was pretty great too. But
right. Nah, sometimes, man, a good little rough neck, behavior needs to just be put in its place, in its proper place,
Oh yeah.
Now I've seen some cops get beat up, bro. So it's like nasty. Like you got to be up on your game. Otherwise, like if you don't see it coming, bro, you get slept. One to the temple. Yo, EAC, you taking a piss,
Totally.
bro, with your mic off? Freaking Canadian. This guy's in
That's
the
not
front.
me. I would not.
No,
I wouldn't do that to you guys.
That's Canada, bro. That's Canada.
Pass the mic to somebody else. I'm switching over to go fly drones now, so
sick. Well,
I'll still be here, but
let's talk about.
I'll pass the mic.
Yeah, let's wrap up what we got going here. What to look forward for the day, Massimo. You got your space, Motivate University coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh my goodness, no.
It's right in. Damn it.
Go
Massimo just left me on red, basically.
I'm sorry, man. You know, it went. You muted for 2 seconds, and of course, you said my name when you muted for 2 seconds. I missed literally when you said my name.
No, it's your space. 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yes, sir. 7 p.m. Eastern. I
look, Ebo's coming over here to save the day,
go.
but don't worry, Ebo, he's got it. Massimo, all right.
I had to do that. It was only right for me to do that. It's that's just the norm.
You heard EAC's P job over there. He's always pushing P. We don't want that kind of P, freaking EAC, damn you. But yeah, no, we got that. Andrew, what time's your stream, bro? I'm sick and tired of all these different times. I'm a man that needs structure. What is going on with this chaos? Address this FUD immediately.
Well, I try to roll the stream pretty soon after here. Sometimes it depends on the tournament I'm going to play that day too. But I don't know if you guys remember Martin from Sim. Apparently, he wants some heads up smoke with me. So I mean, if he really wants it, we'll go live as soon as he's ready. I told him in buy-in. He ain't answered the message yet. Everybody wants to smoke till it's time to start shooting. So heads up matches are always on the table. Get at me. But if he wants it, we'll roll ASAP. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a little break, fire up the tournament, and start sometime probably in the next 20-30 minutes. And grab yourself a bag of dope. Get on the dope list, baby. I'm putting together that group chat today. X was giving me some problems with group chat, sir. For me to split 50% of my winnings with in a tournament next week. So I'll be streaming the tournament. Whatever I win, I'll just be one-clicking 50% into one of the projects on the dope list. So if you're a project listening in, grab yourself 1% of dope. It's probably like $130. I say grab 3% so you can trade some on the way up, right? I want you guys to make money. But yeah, grab some, get out of the dope list, get out of the dope chat. And if you're a community member or just a person that likes, supporting what we do, grab yourself. I got a professional DFS guy from DFS Army coming to drop us exclusive DFS content. And then I'm going to drop trade and exclusive poker content there, man. So it's going to be a fun chat and something different for everybody around.
That's what's up. All right, bet. Creekcoin's got the RWA space, 9 a.m. Eastern. Tune into that with Andrew and Hermit. They stay cooking. Timbo's not up here, but he's got Digging Deep. I think he's doing the space today. I don't know, man. People change their times. They show up daily. They're all over the place. Y'all just got to keep up, but just understand we got a crap ton of content for y'all. A ton. It's really just pick your poison, pick your battle. What type do you want? You want conspiracy talk? You want sports talk? You want trade talk? You want motivate talk? You want poker talk? Oh my goodness, you want RWA talk? Do you want arbitrage talk? Dude, Loop, you already know. What's up, dog? I saw you added me to the chat. AA Ron. Appreciate it, dude. Anyways, what you been up to, bro? How you been? And how's life?
Good. I was just hearing about this dope coin you guys are mentioning. That's not a
Is it a rev share coin? Does it have any taxes or anything?
No, it's Andrew's token for Pump since he's streaming on Pump now and stuff. So like he sends his streams there. So yeah, that's Andrew's token. Go grab a bag. Feel safe.
Grab 3%, one for yourself, one for your chat, and one to trade.
Exactly. We don't get mad at the
All
Jeets
right,
around
thank you.
here, Aaron. My token has a 6% that goes back to the charity, bro. So go buy and then Jeet. Like seriously. You didn't even do it immediately. You got $100 burning a hole in your pocket. Buy 100, sell 100. You'll end up with like $85, but feel good that $12 of that went to the freaking children, while $3 of that went to the pool. All right, who we gonna throw to the mic last? Let me see. Fetty, what you got going on today, dog? You got a space tonight? Are you gonna be doing it? Is that like a repetitive spot for you now? Can we expect you co-hosting a space around 9-10 p.m. Pacific time, so around midnight Eastern? I don't even know if he's here. I'm gonna wrap up the show. He's not here. Serge, what you got going on? You got any spaces or anything you got popping today?
Did you call me Serge?
Well, I called Serge next, but yeah, are you just co-hosting regular spaces now at that like midnight Eastern time slot?
Yeah, we have a space, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, and we have some really interesting people coming on here. I don't know if you ever looked at my badge, guys, but the guy who has this project, it's called Metal. He's exited a beer company for $1 billion. He owns an IP for another brand called Arrogant Bastard, which is he was offered, I think, $3 billion or something like that. So we've got some really, really crazy stuff coming out with that. So we're getting a bunch of new